I was just sitting here watching TV, and I guess I got my TV on one of the YouTube channels or whatever, right? And then you know how sometimes they show ads, and something just shot through me as far as the ads. That has been a method to downgrade our magical abilities and celestial divinity. You were like, huh? Did you know that you instantly create? Now, first you create in another space, and then you create in the space that you're in. So say, for instance, because I'm finna tell you what I just saw. Say, for instance, they keep on showing these same advertisements for, let's say, bug spray. They keep showing them, but I'm finna tell you how the system works. They know that you create through your visual. You create your simulation. You create your augmented universe. So when they show you this commercial or this ad, because that's what they call them now, for bug spray, they actually don't only show the can or the container. They actually show the bug. Now, you might think that is small and minute, but what you are doing is placing that in your database, and it sits there. And 9 times out of 10, it will produce, not first in your space. It goes and makes its round, but eventually it will find its way to you. And you might be saying, well, dang, I be having my mind on money. I have my mind on this. Now that's where the game gets a little tricky. That's where your vibration, no matter what you do, may not be set to the money. I'm going to have a deeper video too on that. And due to the trials, some of us are the ancestors returned. And by us being the ancestors returned, we have so much trauma from those slavery days on us. It's so much trauma, so much gunk. And it was made like that on purpose. The world was set up and against some of us before we can ever even imagine. You can believe it or you don't have to. And from us going through that trial, as far as those slavery day trials, it put a lot of gunk on us. It lowered the vibration, lowered our frequency to the money. So therefore now we no longer match it. DNA constantly travels through the vessels. Your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, all that stuff. But remember, you are not the body. You are a star seed. You are a soul. At the least. But you're definitely not the body. So you travel within vessels. So therefore you can be that ancestor, the ancestor returned. And you have come here to drop off some of that dirt and that gunk from all the things that you have traversed and been through. And the place that you find yourself now, you don't match the frequency. And it was set up. It was set up by beings that have already seen the future, have already seen this time, that already knew. So therefore, they started working on you earlier. And the deeper you come in within this matrix, the more you forget. And the more you would think that you're just watching a simple commercial, but yet and still it's working on you and your manifestation and your magic. Not just magic, your energy and your frequency. It's working on you. And yet, in a certain form, it's laughing at you too, because it knows that you are a manifester and a creator. And that thing that you absorbed and you visualizing will find its way in your area. And it doesn't have anything to do with, that's just a simple example as far as the bug spray. But it can be, oh my God, when they advertise all sorts of types of things. You're like, ooh, why would I want to ask my doctor for that, or ask for this, or ask for that. Oh, it does so many things. I don't know about that stuff. Why? Because they know that you are absorbing and putting it in your mental. So one way or another, it's going to be some type of manifestation and symptom to you. Why? Because you match from your past trauma, you match lower vibrations. And they know that. You don't match the higher vibration far as the money and the loot, the guap. No, you don't match that. And it was already programmed when you came in here that you didn't match that. It was an unfair game. And the only thing you really can do is to raise your vibration higher than anyone else. And not saying it's going to be easy, because it's not. It's attacks everywhere. From the TV to your family, to your friends, to the books you read, to some person that you don't even know online trying to hurt your feelings. You know, it's just so many things that we go through. And we just don't seem to be able to rise. And then we can also say, where's our helpers? But hey, we can't even depend on a helper. You got to depend on yourself. You got to depend on yourself to rise yourself a little bit higher. But the game is rigged and it's stacked against you. I don't care what you believe. The game is rigged and it's stacked against you. And the only thing you can do here is raise that vibration higher than anybody else. And it doesn't matter what color you are. No. Because you have been here so many times, it don't even matter. You transform and you traverse. So you may have been one thing in here, but before, you was this color. Yeah, it gets deep. And right now, if you find yourself in that, then 9 times out of 10, you are ancestor returned. And you have decided that you're not going to make this circle and this loop anymore. You have come to drop off some of that baggage and that trauma, all that gump and that parasitic thing that seems to surround from your past lives and all those lives that you spent in slavery days and beyond. Kemet too. They went through stuff. They have been at your head for a long time. Mine too. You know? But it seems like, I guess it gives us a little bit of relief when we can kind of notice the non-games that they play, because this is real life. This is your life. This is my life. So it's not a game here. We're not playing a game. This is real. So although you create your augmented world in your simulation, this is no game. This is your life. This is my life. And we should all take it very, very, very serious.